In today's video, you're gonna watch us suck on TikTok. Oh, hail the TikTok.
Alright guys, real quick before you start watching this video, just wanted to say I went to Denver Pride this past weekend and I actually got to work with United Airlines and they kind of like sponsored me, They're actually like helping me do some travel and stuff like that, which is what I'm super passionate about. And you know, I already flew with United Airlines before, so I figured I would, you know, see what they had to say and like take them up on it, and they were so awesome. So I got to go hang out with United for a day actually at the parade, and meet a bunch of the employees that work there. And I met, I mean, just so many nice people that work for United. Their business, the entirety of United, actually has an LGBT resource group itself, which I thought was really cool. They sponsor a lot of parades, including the Denver Pride Parade, and they've done it for like 5 years or something like that. It's so cool. They also donate a lot of money and time and volunteers to the National Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce, and they also have the National Gay Pilots Association, so that's pretty cool. But I thought it was really cool that they were involved in the LGBT community and they want to help me get to travel. So it's like, all right, let's work together. I want to see what you guys do. And I am so happy that I worked with them. They were so nice. Everyone that I've met's been great. And yeah, I already flew with United from before, and I have always loved flying with them. Anytime I had any problem, they were always working really hard to fix it for me, and so I thought this was a no-brainer for me. Anyway, all right, back to the video. What's going on, everybody? So I'm here with my really good friend Dillon, at Dillon Kenneth Hogan. Be sure you go check him out. This is actually our second video to make.
In like 2 days.
In like 2 days, because YouTube flagged my other video and took it down.
Oh, gay guys react to gay porn.
Yeah, today's video, as you can tell by the title, is just some tips from some gay friends about how to make gay friends.
That's it.
So, first, I guess we'll tell you how Dillon and I met. So we met,
which is like my biggest asked question on YouTube.
Is how we met?
Yeah.
Really?
Everyone's like, how did you two meet? And I've answered it before, but
yeah. Well, so Dillon and I met through one of our friends, Kip. Yeah, you guys know Kip.
Yeah.
Is another guy that's on my channel a lot. And Kip and I went out one night, and I guess Kip and Dillon had been friends for a while.
Yeah.
And so it was just kind of like a mutual friend kind of thing. And then,
but like we had already heard of each other.
Yeah.
And we literally just walked over to each other like, hey, I know you.
I know of you.
Yeah.
I remember because my friends used to talk about Dillon a lot. Dillon's, they had talked about me some. Yeah. So, and honestly, it was like a big party or something like that.
Yeah. At
one of the clubs. And
he was dressed as a mouse. I was dressed as a giraffe. It was a costume party.
I was actually a wolf, but it looked like a mouse.
It looked.
I know.
He looked like.
I had the wolf ears and a tail, and it looked like a mouse.
He looked like Karen from.
I'm a mouse.
From from Mean Girls.
Let's talk about some tips to how to make some gay friends.
Yeah.
So obviously there's that right there.
There's just having the I don't want to say the balls, because it's not really a ballsy thing, but just to go out there and just talk to someone.
Right.
You have to be the first person, not always, but you have to know that when you're making friends, you're gonna have to be the first person to say something sometimes.
Sometimes. Big way to meet people as well.
Yeah.
Is friends of friends. So if you already have one gay friend, and even if it's a person you don't really like hanging out with that much,
hang out with them.
Like you, I hate hanging out with you. But like, you know so many people.
Yeah.
So like every time I can go with you somewhere, I can meet somebody else and make actual friends.
It's just like step that social ladder. Crush everybody beneath you.
No. I mean,
if you like hang out, if like you have like one gay, like for me, for example, when I first went to college, I had no gay friends, and there was this person who was hitting me up all the time on Grindr, but I didn't really want to hang out with him, but he was always going to the gay club here in Denver. So I was like, you know what, this sounds really shitty, but like, I'm gonna go hang out with him because I'll meet new people through him. He ended up becoming one of my good friends, but at the time, I was like, oh, I don't really want to hang out with them. So I kind of just put myself out there, but.
Yeah, I get that. When I moved to Denver, I knew one gay guy in the entire city. And I didn't know him very well. We didn't have a lot in common. And he invited me to a sporting event, which was to go watch soccer. And I mean, I like going. I like going to watch soccer. It's not something that I would have done.
No.
But I knew that he was going to be with a big group of people, and I could have met so many people. So I went with him and met
10 new guys and hung out with so many of them at different times, and I just created this network of friends instantly. So really, you just got to get out there and try and meet people, I guess, is the biggest point. And as he was saying, he met that guy on Grindr.
Which honestly is one of the biggest ways I've made gay friends.
Same, yeah, I feel like that's very common.
It's just, you know, you're on there for whatever reason, hooking up,
Obviously
dating.
you're on there to hook up, but
yeah,
it's okay to make friends on there too.
But like, of course, like a lot of my friends who I've not necessarily hooked up with them, but there was a moment on Grindr where we're like, oh, we think each other is cute.
Right.
But then we end up hanging out and just becoming friends.
Right. Which is okay.
Which is totally okay.
Or we're saying you have to call them girl. Say, hey girl.
Oh, right. This is, oh my God, that's so true. We were talking about this last night. The way gay guys can friend zone someone, like immediately, is to call them girl. Like if they hit you up and they're like,
hey, you want to come over?
And then you go, hey girl.
Hey girl, what's up? Oh my God. Instant friend zone. There you got a friend.
I would literally get the picture immediately. Like, oh, this is that.
Yeah, I would too. I really do think I would. Obviously, going out to clubs and bars and Grindr and stuff like that, you have to be old enough to do that. But if you're in high school,
I don't really know about any of this in high school, only because I was like the only gay guy who was out.
Same.
At my high school.
Yeah, I didn't have any gay friends really until college, when I was old enough to actually go out and meet people. But in high school, it's, if there are gay people around you, it's the same scenario. Just go up and talk to them and try and establish some kind of connection with them. Don't sweat it too much. It doesn't last too long. Then you'll get out and be able to actually be around people that are very like you as well.
In high school, no matter how much popularity or anything you accrue in high school, none of that matters when you graduate, because then when you go off to either college or whatever you're gonna do, you are back at the bottom.
No one knows who you are. No one knows what you did.
High school is 4 years of your life, and probably not gonna ever get close to the best years of your life.
Oh, absolutely not.
And if they are the best years of your life, sorry. Maybe join some clubs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
I never got involved in like the LGBT community groups at CU Boulder, and I wish I did.
Oh yeah, we went to a drag show once at Arkansas State, and I met like 2 new people there.
Yeah.
That was so smart. Just get involved in some of the clubs and see what there are, and then go to some of the events. That's so easy. And then Meetup. Have you ever used Meetup?
Yeah.
Meetup is an app that, I mean, this is not sponsored. I'm sure there are several other apps like this, but you go on there and
we'd like to be sponsored.
You can, sponsor me please. You can find groups that are doing things. And I actually, when I moved to Denver, did an LGBT hiking group that goes up every weekend and hikes a bunch of lesbians that all have their stuff together, and then a couple of gay guys that go with them every week too. And I met like 4 new people there and would go get drinks with them, and it gives you that sense of connection too. And ended up making a really good friend through one of those guys. So it's just an easy way for you to get around and meet new people too. It's just through apps. There's so many apps.
Always be careful though. If you're using apps like Grindr, or if you're online at all, there are just as many horrible people out there as there are trustworthy people. So on it, yes, there is, because I've experienced many.
There's just a lot of people that will lie.
So just be careful.
Yeah, obviously don't meet anyone anywhere alone. Public places. No, public places.
Public, yeah, stay in public.
You obviously have to be old enough to use these things. Careful.
Use discretion.
Right, so anytime I've met anyone from an app, even when I went on that hiking thing, I was sure to tell somebody where I was going beforehand, and like, I called my mom and was like, hey, I'm gonna go to this hike. Here's my location, this is where I'm going. If you don't hear from me in 2 hours, call the police. So I hope some of these tips helped. If you have any more tips that have helped you or something, leave them in the comments below. You know, that's an awesome community down there. People read that and turn to that too.
Dillon Kenneth Hogan, and I'm gonna have a bunch of Pride videos out this month as well, because we gotta celebrate our community.
So true. All my social media is linked down below. Be sure you go check that out. Subscribe if you don't already. Like if you want to see more Pride videos. And remember,
never stop learning.
Never stop learning. See you guys.